it's been exactly 1 day since the release of watchOS 10.2, but now we have the next point update, which brings us to watchOS 10.3. On my device right here, you can see I'm in the process of installing the update. I had to connect it to the charger in order to initiate this, but in case you're curious to see the update size, you can see it here. watchOS 10.3 on my Apple Watch Ultra 1 came in at exactly 312 megabytes, and I was updating from watchOS 10.2. Now, this is also not all that Apple released today. It's been a busy day, and you can see on the Apple developer page or the Apple release page right here, Apple released iOS 17.3 beta. They also released this iPadOS 17.3 beta. We have macOS 14.3 beta and watchOS 10.3 beta. Of course, this is the video for that I'm making right now. We have tvOS 17.3 beta, and in case you are not aware, yesterday Apple released all these updates, including iOS 17.2 and macOS 14.2, watchOS 10.2 and many others. So I made a video on these, and if you wanna get to know more and check those videos out, definitely do check them on the channel. So for now, I'm just gonna let my device finish updating, and then we're gonna go ahead and see what are the new features and changes that watchOS 10.3 has to offer. Just like that, and now my device is up to date. Snoopy is not so kind, but we'll get to more Snoopy updates that are in this new update. So if we go into settings, go to general, and then go to the about this watch section, you can see our new build number that we have with watchOS 10.3. It's 21S5625C. So this has a C at the end, and in terms of stability, it's actually not that bad, considering that most of the other, like with the previous watchOS 9.3, we had like an F. So this one seems to be a little bit more stable, but it's not yet definitive because there is going to be a number of weeks that we're going to be using this beta without getting a beta 2, since Apple usually takes the last 2 weeks of December off. So even though it seems it's not a guarantee or something that's encouraged to update to at this point in time. But when it comes to some of the new features and changes that I would like to show you, the first one that I would like to mention, shout out to those that reached out to me over on Twitter, it has to do with the hello screen. So a number of users, after updating, before they inputted their passcode, they saw the hello screen. And another change that's here within this update, it has to do with the Apple Music. So if you are on the latest iOS version, which is iOS 17.3, and you open up your Apple Music and you go into your playlist and you create a new playlist, you can basically be able to invite collaborators right now. And when you invite collaborators, you can share this link and they'll be able to add music, and you can also choose to approve collaborators. But something that I wanted to show you, since this is a watchOS video, is that the same playlist that you create and add. So for example, if we go and create a new playlist, we'll say watchOS. If you want to listen to like a watchOS playlist, and then you can choose a photo that you can add, and now we can add music to this watchOS video. So we'll add like this one, for example. We'll add this one as well, and this. And if we click done, we can go into this playlist, and when we click here where it says share, you can see you can invite friends to join, and anyone with the link will be able to edit and reorder songs. And if you want to allow collaborators, then or approve, you can turn this on, and then you can start collaborating. So we just created a playlist that's called watchOS that we're gonna be listening to whenever we are connected to our Apple Watch. And when we go here and we go back so that it refreshes and go to playlist, you just give it a moment and it should pop up right there, and you can see the watchOS playlist and the songs that we recently added. And you can see these are the ones that I recently added. If someone has to go in and add different songs, then they would show up, and we can be able to collaborate with this playlist, which is something that's good. Now also, another setting that I wanted to show you that has been sort of improved. It was existing from the previous update, has to do with the way you change or add your watch face. Before, you had to long press and then swipe to be able to change your watch face. A lot of people have different watch faces for different purposes. So with the previous watchOS 10.2, if you were to go into your settings and then you go to where it says clock, the setting that allows you to be able to swipe to change your watch face by default was off, but now when you update to watchOS 10.3, by default this setting seems to be on, which is a good thing because Apple faced a lot of backlash from the community when they took away this feature. So it's good to see that this is now on by default and you don't have to do much. Now this is going to be more prominent on the new Apple Watch Series 9 and the Apple Watch Ultra 2 because they have on-device Siri, and with on-device Siri, you can do a vast majority of health commands using Siri, and basically you can do commands such as how many steps did I do today. You see this one, it's not as effective, but when Apple demoed this, they showed a vast majority of commands. And at this point in time, or previously a few days ago with watchOS 10.2, there were only 2 languages supported. So I'll be curious to see if there's more that were going to be added like Apple promised. And at the point in time when watchOS 10.2 was released, there were about 20 prompts that were supported with this Siri Health integration. And so with this update, there's a possibility that there could be more that are in the OS that we'll have to dig out and find. Now, also, you probably saw this when I started my Apple Watch. Snoopy is dynamic. You know, he responds to different seasons of the weather. You can see here he's working out, but I noticed after updating to watchOS 10.3 that Snoopy now has the seasonal watch face. He's reacting to the holiday season that people appreciate, and there's a different watch face that I noticed where Snoopy is on a plane. He's probably going on vacation because a lot of people do that. And there's another watch face that I saw, or animation that Snoopy did, where he was chasing after a car. I'm not sure if that is completely new, but those are some of the new Snoopy animations that are here within watchOS 10.3. So this is how this update is for me. It's more of a bug fix update, and it has to do with some of the new features and changes that Apple still promised with watchOS 10 that are now just being added now. So for now, there is not going to be a beta 2 in the next 2 to 3 weeks, since Apple usually takes the last 2 weeks off. So in case you're wondering if you should be updating to this watchOS 10.3 now, this beta, it's not recommended. As you can see, it just brings some minor touches, but some of the changes that are here, like the collaborative playlist on your Apple Watch, you can put in your AirPods and be able to listen on the go. And it's also good to see how these watch faces are always interactive and dynamic depending to the time, the weather, even the holidays, as you can see. So basically that's about it for me when it comes to watchOS 10.3. I'll be covering iOS, macOS, and others. So if that's something that you are interested in, hit that subscribe button so that you don't miss out. Peace.